A new study shows 1 in 5 children under the age of 14 take a melatonin regularly. This morning, Dr. Alexis Javier, a pediatrician with Children's Memorial Herman Pediatrics, joins us to talk more about this. Good morning and welcome. Does that number surprise you?
No, it does not.
It does not?
No.
Why are kids struggling to sleep? Do you see that or hear that a lot with these younger children?
Yes, I definitely do hear that a lot. And there are multiple reasons why the young children are having trouble falling asleep.
Okay, with tweens, I'm picturing maybe they're on their phone, right?
Yes,
but what about the younger ones? What is prompting them to have problems going to sleep at night?
Yes, I think it's multiple things. I think screen time and they're just developing good sleep habits plays a huge role in this.
Okay, so let's talk about the safety of melatonin. How do you feel about children taking this under the age of 14?
Melatonin is usually safe to take if a child is under 14, but you should always, always, always talk to your child's pediatrician before starting melatonin or any other medications or supplements.
And it sounds like with this study that this was on a regular basis, so not just every once in a while if they were having trouble falling asleep. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, so melatonin can be effective and work well in children, but in children in a certain population. So for children that have neurodevelopment disorders and children that are developing, this is good for them. But in some children with mental health problems like anxiety and mood disorders, this is not very well studied in them. And then also, unfortunately, we don't know the long-term side effects of melatonin quite yet.
And would you be fearful that if you're starting children out at a young age and giving them something to help them go to sleep, that they may feel in their minds forever that they always have to have help, that they can't fall asleep naturally?
So that is always a fear in most parents, and I always like to get to the cause as to why the child isn't falling asleep. So that's the most important reason, number one, to find out why they're not able to fall asleep. But melatonin can be a tool to help them just temporarily, to help them to fall asleep in the meantime while y'all try to find out the cause as to why.
When I hear you say it's really important to figure out why, is that something you feel like a parent can probably do with a little bit of homework on their own, or when is it time to see a specialist?
Yeah, so that's a tricky question because I think it depends. Each patient is different, and so if a parent is ever uncertain, then they should definitely talk with their child's pediatrician, and definitely don't start melatonin until you talk to your child's pediatrician first.
And I've always thought as my kids were growing up, when I would see the numbers of how much they were supposed to be sleeping, that it's hard to get that number.
Yes, it is.
So what do you suggest of this age group? I know it changes from when they're little to up to 14, but what do those numbers look like?
Yes, so in young school-age children, it's usually around at least 9 to 10 hours of sleep a night, but you have to get good quality sleep. And then for teenagers, 13 and up, it's recommended at least 8 to 9 hours. But again, each child is different, and so they might need more hours of sleep than that. But really developing good sleep habits is the key to the best medicine is good sleep habits.
What are some alternatives do you feel like besides melatonin, besides those, and when you say sleep habits, are we talking about a warm bath and maybe, a 14-year-old's not going to let you read to them probably, but for the younger ones, just something like that where you get into that routine of just quieting them down in the evening.
Definitely, yes, that is all good things. So one, are they getting good quality sleep, and are they getting enough good quality sleep? Two, do they have a relaxing, consistent bedtime routine? And I know consistency is hard, but is definitely key. And then also, are they limiting screen time at least an hour before bedtime? And are they sleeping in a cool and dark environment? All of those things play a role.
Do you feel like those blue light glasses help as far as the screen time's concerned and maybe help them go to sleep faster, or do you think it really wouldn't make a difference? Screen time is getting that brain activated.
Yeah, it can help, and but the main thing is limiting that screen time at least an hour before bedtime, and also just limiting screen time in general. And each age group is different for how much screen time they're allowed per day.
It's probably good that most kids are at school right now so that they're not screaming at us, and the parents can have this thought and figure out how they're going to pull that off. Thanks for taking time for coming in.
Thank you
so
for having me.
helpful. Good information coming in from Children's Memorial Herman. Have a beautiful holiday season.
Thank you, you too.